What's happening, people? Welcome back to another episode of Red Divided. Myself, Tommy.
You got Ade here.
And you got your boy Ham, aka OdeSaka. We're back, baby. We're back. I miss you guys though, bro.
Nah, bro.
I don't like international breaks, bro.
Oh, that is useless, man.
I was just saying that last week I was bored. I had to call Ham. I was so bored, bro. On Saturday I had to call. So yesterday I enjoyed my day. Yesterday, bro.
I even had to explain to the missus. I was like, this period is a shit period. It's shit. There's no football.
Yeah.
Nah, man. I need football, bro.
Needed it, man. It was good to be back.
New studio.
Shout out to our guy.
We got my boy Damage, yo.
Our boy.
I'm lying, though. It's not a new studio. We just coat of paint. Just brighten it up.
Yeah.
Bit of paint, brightens it up.
Looking brand new.
Cool. First and foremost, people, don't forget to please subscribe to the channel. Share this with friends and family. Turn on your notifications so you know whenever we upload on YouTube. Don't forget we are sponsored by Tox Ains. The perfume, go on the website www.toxains.co.uk. Get 10% off. The promo code is Red Divided, all caps. You surely will not be disappointed.
Enjoy. Get in time for Christmas.
Yeah, in time for Christmas as well.
Yeah. I'll ask the boss. We're not doing Black Friday, so don't comment. Don't ask us. No, we're not doing Black Friday. Support black businesses.
I asked him as well. You're not going to do Black Friday.
We're not. No.
He said no. I said that I might lose. His stock might go out before Christmas. So fair enough. I was like, should we do it? Maybe next time we'll ask him to give us 25 for the show, just for the pod. But we don't. United didn't win today, so I didn't want to ask for too much.
Yeah. Let's not push our luck.
I didn't want to push.
But you guys won that one place on the table, though. So you know.
Yeah, it's progress.
Progress,
bro.
Brick by brick.
Yeah, bro.
There's nowhere else to start apart from obviously United's game. But before the actual game, obviously he started last week. And he's done a lot of interview, and I think today in his interview with Sky,
said, that was funny when he said
it was actually quite fun. Did you hear him? He said that he'd never done this amount. Is in his 4 years in Lisbon.
Yeah.
He's never done this amount of interview before.
Media,
when he said that, I said, you ain't gonna survive, bro. Yeah. You better get your head in the game. This is the biggest club in the world.
Yeah.
You're gonna do interviews every day for the rest of your life.
I thought exactly the same thing. In my head, I'm thinking he needs, because you could tell like he couldn't even hide it that he doesn't like doing too much interviews. It's just
I just want to be with my players. That's
what he said. I just want to be with my players.
It's something he'll understand in it. It's something he'll understand. Yeah, and that's where we talk about
his job, though.
Yeah, but that's one thing that we said about Ten Hag. We're not saying you're bad, but once you hit it at Manchester United, it's a different world.
100%.
It's a different world. So we'll see in it.
Because he's still a young manager as well.
Yeah,
so,
but I like the way he talks. So hopefully you won't start talking shit like Ten Hag did. So, man.
But he's got time. Hopefully they'll give him time anyway. As you said, innit? In order to win time, you got to win games.
Yeah, he's got 2.5 years. So 2.5 years to do his thing.
To be honest, I've heard some people saying it out already.
I mean, listen, if you're not going to beat Ipswich away, it's a sackable offence.
You were joking though, right? No.
Some people will question it.
Amorim out. Man didn't beat Ipswich. Get him out, bro. Get him out.
Before the actual game, I'm sure you guys watch his interview. What was your first thought on him?
Go on, Ali.
I like him. I think he's been realistic. Like, obviously, he's been highlighting that I think I'm the right person. Yeah. And this is what I want to do. But you don't know. And I think that's where in football we've left that common sense of things might just not work out. Somebody doesn't need to be shit, all of this stuff, but things might just not work out. Like a relationship. Like everyone's looking for somebody to be the bad party. But actually sometimes it just doesn't work out.
We're just not meshing, innit?
It's like, let's just see in it. Let's see the progress. I like him. I can't deny. And I'm hopeful. So.
You don't have choice. You have to be hopeful.
You
can't go further back.
What are you saying, Ham?
I thought he comes across well, innit? Speaks well. He's got age on his side. He's 30 now. That's what. If I was a United fan, which I'm not, I'm gonna say it all. If I was, that's what would excite me. The fact that he's a young manager. United have gone around the houses with managers. We've tried experienced managers. Yeah. We've tried managers that have won things. We've tried a manager from another league that won in Ten Hag. We've tried an ex-player. Do you know what I'm saying? And now United are going for the young. We're going for the young up and coming that is doing things in a different league. But he's young up and coming. He's sought after. Liverpool wanted him. West Ham wanted him. So he comes across okay. Yeah. His ideologies for me seem very clear. Do you know what I'm saying? I like the fact that he said that. He said one statement, whether it was today's interview or the other interview, where he said, systems this, systems that. But the players still got to make decisions.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
So, yes, like I said, I like the way he came across in the interview. But I'm going to keep... So, when I keep doing this, guys, this is basically me saying rinse and repeat. I've seen it before in my United. So, I saw when Ten Hag came in and said some good stuff. And then, like my brother Ade said, he started chatting shit. But in Amorim's defense, he sounds well, speaks well, comes across well. So let's just see it.
I like the fact that he's even acknowledging that it's something that's out of his comfort zone. Because some people still pretend like I can handle this, but at least he's highlighted it. And hopefully, for the fact that he's highlighted it, it's something that someone will be like, okay, actually, this is new for you. We're gonna get you some help.
They'll have to. Though,
I took the words out of my mouth. I thought it'll be down to the club to protect him in that sense that, okay, cool, all this is new to it. You're not used to having so much interview. I thought they've done well anyway, because when we get a new manager, the first day or second day that's in, there's a big press conference. Everyone's done at Old Trafford. I thought they kept him at arm's length until like the week of the game. So I think they've done well, and all he did was internal interviews, which made it easier, stuff like he'll feel comfortable doing. So I think they've done well, but I'm with you guys. They said all the right things, but we've been there, done that before.
Exactly.
My concern at one point was the fact that he just looked too happy to be there. But then he answered
Someone wants
it.
him to cry. He wants blood.
He's landed the biggest job in football, isn't it?
No, I get that.
Yeah.
I get it. But to be fair, he answered that in the interview as well. And I don't think that asked him the question. He said, look, a lot of people might take my excitement. I don't want them to take my excitement as naivety.
Yeah, he said that.
He said that. So as soon as he said that, I think, okay, you know what? Yeah. Like that's when he actually won. Not that he won me over with that. I thought, okay, cool, fair enough. Because I just thought there should be some sort of balance. Yeah, you should be excited.
You don't want him to smile,
but not smile.
Don't smile too much.
But just not.
Nobody's a smiley person.
No.
But the good thing is, to contrast what Tom's saying is, on the sideline today, looked very serious. Like, when the game was going, things weren't going right.
And he said that as well. He said that on game day, I'm totally
And he did
different.
look that. He did look pissed.
And
you lot scored, man didn't celebrate. They scored, looked up.
But if he starts smiling when we're losing or conceding,
imagine
then we know he's mad.
See the happy thing? He could have started jumping up and down and getting excited when you lot scored. He didn't.
No, but even that is not a bad thing, right? If you score, you celebrate. But if they had equalised and then during the game he's now still smiling, then I'll be like, this one is mad.
But
he's just happy to be here.
His celebration is more. Him not celebrating also in line with everything that he's saying in terms of like, okay, cool. I'm not naive, so it's like, okay, as soon as we scored the first goal,
and it's early.
Someone, as you said, someone else could have been celebrating, like excited, getting. But he wasn't naive to think this place still look confused on the pitch. They still don't look as if they know what they're doing. So he's still quite. He stayed calm, but he said all the right things, man. And that was one of the key things that he said to me. That he said that impressed me. Like, okay, cool. Like, I might look excited, but same thing Ade saying in regards to all the other managers that's been there, it's not naive enough to think that, okay, cool, I'm going to change it. I can't guarantee I'm going to change it, but I do believe I'm the right person. So it only takes, we'll see, innit?
We'll see. Time.
Cool.
If you're not the right person, they'll sack you. They've sacked like 8 before you.
We've got Everton next, so it's cool. We've got Everton next, so it's blessed.
It's time. Just in regards to the game itself today, is the first opportunity we get to see his formation, and once again, you alluded to him in regards to the formation. He doesn't really care about the formation. He says, I don't care what formation I play. It's just what's important is how the players apply it on the pitch, and it's just their knowledge of knowing where to be and knowing what to do at all times. And he said it himself, so the player looked confused at times the first half. So we're quite fortunate that we got that goal from the get-go. So whether in terms of the goal was a nice goal. Play from the back. Ahmad. Yeah,
brilliant by Ahmad. Yeah,
good
brilliant.
Run.
Brilliant.
That's a long distance to run, bro.
Yeah. And to have the quality at the end.
Exactly.
And still,
And like, well done to Rashford making the right runs. We complain about players not making the right
and
run.
being there to finish.
And being there to finish it. Good goal. But then after that, possession, I think when they showed the stats of the first half of possession, we was 51%. But you wouldn't think that.
Even end of the game, I think we were still just hiding them.
You wouldn't think that because he was right. When we did have the ball, it was as if he was confused. I didn't really know what to do. And it's early days, isn't it? So you got to give them the benefit of the doubt. Some of them, he said he only had one training session with them.
Yeah, or two, because some of them just got back. Some of them would have just got back on Thursday.
Like, I would be. People are going to do it anyway. People are going to base him off this game, and I'm going to be like, what are you judging him on? Like, half of the team went there.
Yeah,
so,
of course.
Yeah.
And to be honest, if you're realistic, he's not going to get much time this month.
Yeah.
On the training ground.
He's going to learn everything on the game day.
Yeah, because we've got literally games every 3 days for the whole month. So it's going to be hard regardless.
Pretty much, he's only more or less going to get one or two training session before every game.
Literally.
Until
maybe
like January.
one.
Maybe
one.
One
of them will be a recovery session.
Yeah, literally.
So, so there wasn't really much to see in the game.
They bossed us, though. They bossed us. Like, if they had won, you'd have been like, okay, cool. They won. Yeah. Like, you wouldn't say, no, they stole it type of situation. But you can see a change, right? And it's to give him time to implement and players to get used to it. But
what was the change that you saw, though? When you say you could see a change,
like in terms, even just the passing out from the back, it was a bit more focused.
Okay.
It was a bit more focused. With Ten Hag, it was just, let me give it to somebody.
Yeah.
But this one, you could see how it's swinging from
you're
left
saying there
to
was
right.
there was a pass with a purpose.
There was a pass with a purpose. So I could see them passing out, and I'm like, okay, they're not just doing something stupid. Whereas I go back and I think back to the passing out we were doing when Brentford beat us 4-0. It was just pass it anywhere.
Give it to Eriksen with two men behind him.
Yeah. Just kick it. And obviously it's still early days, but that's the one thing I could see. Outside of that, I couldn't really see much else. And it's even the personnel. The personnel will improve, or players will get used to where they're playing.
The personnel will improve, because two players I pick out today, I thought that Hutchinson was just eating them up all times. I see what the instructions given to Evans. Evans, he said it after the game as well. Pressure him as soon as he gets the ball. You got to push out, but he can't be getting turned that easy. Like, obviously, you got to give Evans the benefit of the doubt with your old man. Yeah. So that's why the personnel will also improve the game, because
that ideally would be Lisandro Martinez pressing him,
because he got turned, and as soon as you get turned, then there's a lot of space in behind you. And on top of that, Casemiro was just flying in for flying in's sake.
Yeah, that's Cassie now.
Yeah,
that's
that's his game. And I get, and that's what I say. Hopefully, with the improved,
because that will be Ugarte, isn't it?
And I wanted Ugarte to come in. Although Ugarte did improve it in the sense that, okay, cool, now you're not getting turned so easy, or you're not allowing them to skip over you. So it did improve that sense, but the difficulty was now building up to go forward.
So that's why my only memory is the passing out from the back.
Yeah.
Because outside of that,
exactly. After that, so I can see the improvement Ugarte and Shaw made, because I was speaking to Tokes, and the first thing I swear to you, I was like, we got to get Casemiro off. Because that side, Hutchinson was just having fun. He was doing whatever. He turns Evans and skip over Casemiro, because Casemiro's pretty much doing the same thing. And that the change obviously improved us from a defensive
perspective. Because he took off Evans and Casemiro, brought on Shaw.
For sure.
And thinking,
it's just now the confusion when we do get the ball. And it's so funny, because we had Eriksen there. And this is why it's confusion rather than like the quality. Because even with Eriksen that is a good footballer, still weren't picking out anyone. And a lot of the times, the only quality that we did have is when Bruno's coming deep.
I was going to say that, yeah.
And Bruno, and Bruno
was trying to find Garnacho or something. Yeah. That's the only thing that
that's the only thing. And he did find him and Garnacho 2 or 3 times. So, and that's the beauty of Bruno sometimes. And one thing that I did see in these games that must have told him is, his game was a lot more calmer today.
And stop doing the long passes.
His game was a lot more.
Every pass is a long pass.
His game was a lot calmer today. And that is the difference I see. And even though Bruno's got quality, but it's his game management that's poor. It's whether that's what it told him in the past to do or not, or whether. But his game management today was much better. It was a lot more calmer. But that's all I see really. Apart from that, building forward, I want to see what we do moving forward, because that's the most important thing. We're not a team that scores goals.
You guys have always said that on the podcast. You don't score enough goals.
You don't score enough goals, so they do look confused. As the first training session, he's only had one of them, and the players got to improve as well. And I think the good thing about him is that it will really the players that are not good enough will really show in his wherever ideology is got in place, because it actually, you have to use more common sense rather than just running, putting your head down. There's a lot more to it than just passing, doing 50-yard passes and all sorts. Like defensively, offensively, whatever it is, there's a lot more to it. So it will actually show up some of the players that are not good enough.
100%.
So we just have to wait and see. So it's the first game anyway. But I agree with what Ade say. If they beat us, we wouldn't be surprised.
Because my boy was missing Madden goal still.
Yeah,
Onana
they
was
had
doing
chances.
his thing still.
Yeah,
Onana would have saved that Hudson goal, because he come off Mazarabi's head. Onana would have saved it.
He would have. He's had a really good season.
Onana's been good, man.
And I think
Onana's been good.
And that's what's important for keepers, isn't it? He counts out the mistakes, and then you can build on from there. He's been really good.
Onana's been good, man.
This season. But
you know he's been good when man don't hear about him on Match of the Day. Sky Sports.
Yeah.
They don't mention his name no more. So that's how you know he's doing these things.
The only time
but
you
I'm
hear his
saying,
name,
but then that's why it's important, like for podcasts like us and other podcasts, to like, okay, everyone was ripping him when he wasn't good. He's having a good season. Like let's talk about it. Let's not just gloss over it. Of course. Like Roy Keane would say he's doing his job. I hate he's doing his job, but we're ripping him when he's, you know what I'm saying?
Give him credit when credit is due.
And now he's making, like, the save they made from the lap has to score, by the way.
The lap has to score.
But the save he's made, point blank save.
Yeah, it's hard. So that term has to, I don't agree with it. The only thing
you don't think the lap has to score that goal?
This is my explanation of my terminology, right? Is that when you say has to, unless it's an open goal, why does he have to? There's a goalkeeper in the goal.
No, Bade. The ball's cut back.
No.
Wait, let me tell you. He's like 4 yards out. He's always got to do find a corner. When I say has to, he has to find a corner.
True, but when you're in a game, you can't direct exactly what's happening unless the goal is empty. That's the only time I'm gonna say.
But we watch football. But we see strikers going out. We think he's got to score that one. You know what I'm saying? He's got to score that one. Because you go from but you go from. But we will go from. He's like, if we watch football, you say he's got to wet the goalkeeper.
He's got to hit the target.
So that's something. Yeah. But there's some other chances that are bigger than that. Okay, he's got to score that. And for me, the lap for the season that the lab is having now, and the player that we think he might be, the talent he has, he's got to put that away.
Then we can't say it's a good save. Then
he's got to put that away. It's a point blank save. I would say it's a point blank save.
I thought it was a good save.
Because he would have been. What was that? That would have been 1-1, innit? Yeah, because they had an equaliser.
He done everything he had to do. Come out, make himself big.
Big. Yeah.
So he did strong hand.
Exactly. Like he's having a good season. He's having a good season.
Good season. Got to give him credit.
100%.
Got to give him credit, because even up to this season, some fans were still slandering him at the beginning of the season.
Of course they were, because they didn't like the season.
But that's the point. I like the fact that you made the point that all those people that slander him, you never hear them give him credit now.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, it's so far so good, man. But on to the next one. The good thing is for us, we've got 2 home games. I think the Europa League is a home game, I believe.
Yeah, it is.
And
you guys playing?
Bodo Glimt.
Bodo Glimt, okay.
Yeah.
And then Everton, yeah?
And then Everton at home, so
they'll probably we should win. As long as we can score a goal against Everton, we should win. Because they ain't going to score a goal.
So we get, hopefully they have like a recovery session tomorrow. And then get another training session in Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever.
What did you think of the lineup though today with Marcus up? What did you think of the lineup when the lineup came out? What did you think of it?
I thought that's
with Marcus up top and Hoyland and Xerxes on the bench.
Yeah, it didn't surprise me. Because when I saw the training,
because all those guys went on international.
Yeah, so when I'm not sure if you watched the training, his first training session. So it was using Rashford in that position anyway.
But them not well away though, innit?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the only reason why I was shocked.
So I just thought,
and he's had him for the week.
He said as well, like because he only had one training session with
Hoyland and the rest. So
it's about balancing. Okay, the guys that I did use that had 2 or 3 training sessions with the rest I only had 1.
Yeah, so like Bruno's gonna come in.
Yeah, Bruno's gonna come in.
Marcus instead of the other 2.
Yeah. And it's like okay with what's his name, Garnacho for example, we'll put him there because obviously. What much can you do wrong there? And
did Garnacho play for Argentina? Obviously, he would have travelled.
Travelled.
In the last second game, I think
Ahmad didn't go international. Ahmad was there for his training session. So there was Evans was there for his training session. So it makes sense. It makes sense.
So even with that, and then the second one, would you lot with Evans being the left centre half? What that look like to you? Was that you wasn't shocked because I honestly thought he would just put him in the middle, but he didn't. So when you saw the lineup, because Evans was playing on the left centre half, and who was in the middle? Who went middle?
De
Ligt, yeah.
So I
thought it would have been the other way around.
I thought if Martinez was fit, then he would have put Evans in the middle and then De Ligt on the right. But because when you watch that training thing, again, you saw Evans was the one in the middle,
better
and
on the ball anyway.
Luke Shaw was the one on the left. And then I can't remember who was playing on the right to him. It might be one of the
young players.
So I thought, because of obviously Martinez not being fit, I'm guessing he used the lit. Probably 4K is probably better. But I thought Evans struggled. It was probably better for Evans to be in the middle. So as you said, he's good on the ball, innit? So he doesn't have to push up. But you're quite a lot for him having to
physically,
get him physically, going up against a young boy that can turn you, and then you still expect him to run back. Because if the boy turns you, that's a long day for you. And how many times can you have that duel when you're like, well, I was Evans now.
Got to be like 36.
So I think it was a struggle for him. So with a different personality, hopefully, but he's got to look after Shaw, because Shaw's only just come back. So
To be honest, when he brought Shaw on, I was like, actually, that's a perfect position for him, because we don't want to stress him out too much.
Yeah, exactly.
The next thing, he'll be off for 2 years again.
So
he'll be at a McDonald's car park again, bro.
I was just like,
Oh, it was using Euro in training, but obviously they couldn't use.
The time will come.
Time will come for Euro. You probably think it's probably too early.
Yeah, let him heal properly.
Yeah, to use him. So he probably needs to play like one of those under 18 games as well.
Yeah, under 21s. I'm sure they'll get that penciled in for him.
Yeah. So before he can,
probably.
Starting 11 was okay for you lot in terms of what he had available.
Yeah,
what he put out there.
It wasn't wild from what I would have expected.
And even like Masraoui, I actually like him as a footballer. It's a tidy footballer, Masraoui, because he's one of. You could just put him anywhere, and he does, and he does something for you. I was saying, I think we were talking about Dalot the other week that we was here in regards to, you thought he was one of our best players. But I thought the season Dalot's gone backwards.
I didn't like him today.
I didn't like him today. Not just today, this whole season. I think he's gone backwards a lot of this happens with a lot of our players, where they will have a solid season, and then the following season when you expect them to push on, they tend to like stay static or don't improve. I know it's still early days here, but I thought before when Masraoui was coming, I would have said Masraoui would be a backup for him. Let's say everyone was fit. I would have said Masraoui would be a backup.
Of course,
but now if you ask me, I'll put Masraoui ahead of him. I just really don't like
that'll be this the thanks I get for covering left back for you. This the thanks I get.
I'm not gonna lie, today when Tom was saying there were two people, I was thinking he was gonna say, because I didn't really like Dalot specifically today. I didn't really like his performance.
Where was Dalot playing today? Was it left?
Left,
left.
And you know another thing about him is that where this might be a position. It's not that it's not a bad player; he's a good player. A position where we might need to definitely change, because how many times this season have you seen Dalot 1-on-1 with the keeper, like high up? He always gets in that position, but the quality, but he always like quality when he gets into that position. The keeper's done so well to find him so many times this season, and you can tell it's something that he had something like that today or something like that. Yeah. They've done so well to find him, and he's done well to always get himself in that spot. But imagine the two Leverkusen fullback in those positions, because they get into those positions all the time. And you now imagine them, the amount of times they get into that position. I'm not asking you to score all the time, but he's had far too many now.
I just didn't want to pick on him, because when I was giving my analysis and I said the personnel, I'm not gonna lie, after the game it was him I was thinking about, because, and I wasn't even thinking of you're terrible. I was just thinking of there's a purpose built somebody for that position, and it's not you.
It might not be him, man. He might not. He might be one of the players that don't make the grade.
No, we'll see anyway. But I expected him to push on this season, but he hasn't. But
the big up Ipswich though, man. They got the draw. Got the point. Kieran McKenna.
Spurs last week as well. So 2 weeks.
Yeah. So have they still? No, they've got to win, innit? Yeah.
They've got to win.
Just their 6th draw or something, I think.
Yeah, man.
So they're doing all right. Kieran McKenna's doing, and he's got them. They're not. You know what they are? Yeah. When I watch Southampton are dumb.
Yeah.
Like Southampton, obviously, the whole league wants to play football, but Southampton are a dumb football playing team. Ipswich, they're well coached and they're a good football team in terms of
if it don't make sense, it don't make sense.
Play in the right areas and do it when it's on. If it's not on, then I don't think Kieran McKenna has a problem with saying we just bypass it. Whereas Russell Martin at Southampton, I'm sure we're going to talk about a Southampton game at Liverpool. They just want to play all the time. Bro, this is what I don't understand. We don't play all the time. Man City don't play all the time. We don't play. We don't overplay. Yeah. If Thomas is not on in the 6, we will bypass Thomas and hit Havertz on the chest and we'll play from there.
I remember when I used to
David Raya to play it out every single time.
2-3 years ago when I used to complain about all this passing out from the back. It wasn't that I don't appreciate passing out from the back, but I don't appreciate when it don't make sense. Yeah, so I'm just like, what are you doing? But that's what they want to do.
That's what I like about Ipswich and Kieran McKenna. I mean, they got a good coach there, a good young coach there, and Ipswich, if they stay up, he's done a magnificent.
But why shouldn't Russell Martin continue? Because the reality is that Company did that last season and ended up at Bayern Munich. So
I mean, if that's your philosophy, that's a philosophy. But then you just got to tell your players when and where. That's why I don't have a problem with playing out. I love how my team plays.
Burnley didn't stop doing it.
It just has to, and it's the players, isn't it? If the players don't have the intellect to carry out what the manager's saying, then that's where the problem's gonna lie, innit?
Burnley did the same thing.
But you have to. Come on,
he might get a Champions League team next season.
You know I know I'm skipping here, but you know McCarthy's got the ball in his hands, yeah. That I don't know if you watched the game. Yeah, they were under the cosh for like 3 minutes. Yeah. So now you've caught the ball. Take this thing out of the game. Just catch the ball, get everyone up 10-15 yards and boot it. Then you know what made it worse? Taylor Howard-Bellis is the one even telling him, play it. The pass is never on.
I need to check how old McCarthy is because
loses it and then Szoboszlai scores.
Must be like 47 by now.
Yeah, but he's terrible goalkeeper though anyway, man. Terrible goalkeeper.
All right, let's just move on to your boys. Before we move on to Arsenal, actually.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing, Harry Kane. You guys heard the statement that Harry Kane made this week.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing is alluding to your boys, the City boys, and a lot of them play this week. What was your thought when you heard what Harry Kane said in regards to? What was you guys' thoughts when he?
If I talk, they sue me. Just shut up. Shut up. I'll keep it that simple. Because if I talk, they sue me.
Yeah. I just thought there was no need. There's no need for the statement he put out. And the boys that I don't know who he's questioning. I don't think none of the boys would ever just shirk England duty. If they're injured, they're injured. If they can't go, they can't go. Especially the players that dropped out, like Deck, like B. I don't know who the other players. I'm just speaking for my players, innit, and whatnot. If they could go, they will go. Them boys have played for England. I'm sure they played injured, gone when Arteta probably hasn't wanted them to go. Played certain games in the tournaments and whatnot when they are carrying knocks. And Harry's been in the trenches with these players, so he might come out and say I wasn't talking to them lot. There was other players I was talking to. But when you make a statement like that, it's basically and you don't mention someone's name, like Roy Keane made that point. If you're not gonna put a name on it. Then if someone said something about us and they don't say Tommy, I'm going to assume they could be talking about me and that day. Yeah. If I say Tommy, then I know you're taking us two out of the equation. So I didn't like the fact that he felt like, I'm sure Harry would say he wasn't throwing him on the bus, but he felt like he was throwing him on the bus. And he allowed for the media to now say, oh, who's he talking to? Or who's he talking about? And whatnot. So I didn't appreciate that from him. I'm sure the players didn't appreciate it from him. To play that
advocate, he must, I don't think he says that without not knowing that there's certain players that just didn't show up that potentially could have been there. Unless if he was being ignorant and not knowing, okay, then me just like, because I watched that England thing, innit? The arrival where I know like the Chelsea players definitely showed up, despite them going back.
They showed up just to go back, and Palmer,
but as soon as Palmer came out of the car, you saw Palmer limping anyway.
Yeah.
So unless if he's alluding to some of the players that at least come and get assessed by by the
but why are we
I don't need to.
Aren't we trying to save the world? Why are we wasting fuel?
And Deck and B are not Cole Palmer and Levi Colwill respectively. Them and they are not trying to get into England teams. We are starters. So I'm not gonna come all the way up there just for them to check me to send me back. I'm not fit enough for duty, innit? I'm not fit. You take my word for it.
Cost of living.
If Levi Colwill wants to go there and make a good impression, or I came and send me back, Cole wants to go, neither of them start for us. They're young players trying to get through. Cole's on the cusp of the first 11. Cole was on the cusp. But B and Deck, they play. They're starters. So if they don't turn up, they don't turn up. What are you going to do? Tuchel's not going to play them? Come on, man. Let's be serious, man. So I didn't get what H was doing. I don't think he needed to say that. But he said it. They done well. They won their games. Brilliant.
Yeah, I can't say my true feelings because we'll get sued.
Let's keep it pushing.
He must know something. And Harry's not someone that speaks out a lot. So for him to say it, it must be.
And it's a good thing you don't speak out a lot.
The worst thing about
it's a good thing you don't speak out a lot.
I don't think the question was actually specific to.
My man just said it. It was on his mind. It was on his mind.
That's what I'm saying. It was definitely on his mind. So he definitely felt a way about it. because that wasn't even the question. How he got to
just
that,
brought it out.
Yeah, it was just out of nowhere.
But I understand him. He's never won anything in his life.
No, but he
winning
knows
something with England is big for him.
From a fan perspective, club like United, I don't give a damn. I'll be honest with you.
I'm just like,
at the same time, he might be thinking, like, if this was Tuchel's, I don't want to spend too much time with Tuchel's. Like, if this was Tuchel's first game, he'd probably think, almost guaranteed, everyone's probably gonna be there.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
But the truth is, they're not important. Like, the fact is, I didn't have any players that were it impacted. But still, shut up, man, because they're not important matches. Let's just be realistic. These people should put their legs on the line for this.
It's not his fault. The people, he hasn't won anything in his career. So if you're gonna win something, it's probably gonna be with England.
He's gonna win something this year.
Maybe, but I'm saying he hasn't won anything in his career. So the people that he's abusing, some of them have even won Europa Conference. Declan Rice, small baby like Saka, FA Cup. Somebody like you, big man like you, that's gonna turn 30, nothing to show for all your goals and everything. So of course he's gonna be upset.
Turn 30, he's in like 30, 100 already.
So age is 31 or 30. Exactly. So come on, man.
32.
Grown ass man like that ain't won nothing, bro.
Cool. Now let's go because I just wanted to bring it out because I know that I just said he didn't put a name on it, and having watched the England arrivals and players, I've seen some of the players that showed up. So a lot of it is going to be seen as if it's targeted at the Arsenal boys. That's what I thought I'd bring up. But let's just go into the Arsenal game anyway. International break. Before the international break, you wanted to play Forest before the break.
Straight away.
But
straight away.
The good thing is a lot of your boys didn't go to, especially the important players. The key players stayed around, and I'm guessing they've recovered well. What's your thoughts on the game? First game back, knowing that you need to push on with Liverpool being 9 points ahead of you. And bearing in mind, you're the first one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I was going to start with. It was super important because for me, because we go first, super important to put a marker down. Because obviously the other two, we knew that City were playing Tottenham. Yeah. Tottenham's a bit of a bogey team for City. So we can afford no slip-ups just to anticipate if City do slip up. Obviously, I'm not expecting Liverpool to slip up against Southampton, but I know they got City coming. Yeah. So I'm hoping that they take points of each other. So we have to get back on the gravy train and put 3 points on the board. So then you're thinking that. But then obviously I'm always a bit skeptical after internationals because you never know where people are, innit? In terms of fitness levels and whatnot. So then the first thing was, what's the first 11 saying? I always do that. Look at the first 11. And the only thing I was a bit perturbed about was Georgie starting ahead of Thomas. Because I know Thomas didn't go away with his national team. So I know it was with us. So I was thinking, okay, so why is Thomas not starting? Is it injury or whatnot? You know what I'm saying? But naturally, Gabby starting up top, I didn't have a problem with that because Kai's gone away with Germany. Could have come back. I don't know what he's told Arteta, Gaffer, I'm feeling a bit heavy-legged or whatnot. So and Jesus didn't go nowhere. He was here with us all week, so he's trained with the Gaffer. Cool. Starting Trossard wide left, no problem over Martinelli. Martinelli's travelled with Brazil. I know he played 45 or something with them. And Trossard's knock with Belgium wasn't too troubling. So him starting there. The fullback starting Ricky and Timber, super happy because obviously Ben, I'm sure you guys heard the news that Ben's going to be out for months. Yeah. So getting Ricky back was sick. So the only problem I had was Georgie not starting. I mean, Georgie starting ahead of Thomas. So that was a bit of a, okay, see, let's see what that's about. But then we start the game, and for me, it was a 10 out of 10 performance. So 10 out of 10 performance. I couldn't stop smiling from minute 1 to minute 90. That is exactly how I want to see my team play week in, week out. I know it's not going to happen week in, week out, but the philosophy, the ideas, what we're trying to do, what we're trying to create, what we're trying to provoke, I thought everything was perfect up until just finishing. Because I really thought we could have won that game. If we had our finishing boots, we could have won that game 6, 7, 8, 9-0. That's how dominant we were in the first half. The only complaint I had in the first half was, for as dominant as we was, it was only 1-0. It was only 1-0. But I knew that it was going to be peak for Forest because we was causing problems from like minute 1, 5 minutes in. Saka's worrying Albert Moreno out there. Odegaard and Saka link up looks like they played with each other every day when they haven't played with each other for like 2 months. Obviously, barring the Chelsea game. But it looked like it just went back into sync. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the White York and Andy Cole okay, we might not have seen each other play together, but once we go on that pitch, it's telepathic. And the fact that Ben wasn't there, because that's obviously Ben is the last piece of the triangle, but Jurien went in there and just slotted in perfectly with them. Like they didn't miss a beat out there. And then obviously Trossard out there was having a better game. Obviously he's been on the cosh by certain parts of the fan base as he's not playing well, but he had a better game. The back four is doing their thing. Saliba's looking after our knee, which was a bit more like, the fans after, when you could go on Twitter, people saying, no, he's bossed him, but our knee's not played this season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Chris Wood wasn't going to start. So I thought the boys at the back done their thing, recycling it quickly. But I just thought, for me watching it, I couldn't stop smiling because the performance was literally a 10 out of 10 performance against a good Forest team. I'm not taking it into place that our Forest, survived relegation a couple of years ago. This Forest team this season are doing a job. Yeah. We're level on points with them. We're level on points with them. And they've beaten Liverpool away. So they've already gone to a challenger and taken 3 points off them. So we can't allow that to happen to us. And I felt for the boys, for it being after internationals, for the starting 11 not being our strongest 11, I thought the performance was perfect. It was nigh on perfect. I'm sure Arteta at the end of the game probably don't say much after the game. It's one of them ones where you say, brilliant performance, boys, rest up, we got Lisbon away. Because there's nothing to say about it. He was absolutely brilliant. We bossed them. They didn't have a shot on target. Bossed them. Ilanga, Hudson-Odoi, nullified them. Midfield three, they just came here to battle with us. Dominguez, Yates, and Ward-Prowse. So that's not a midfield three they're trying to create. It's just trying to stop us. But they couldn't stop us because we was getting through time and time again. And like I said, the only issue was not scoring more goals. Saka's goal, brilliant goal. But it's the assist from Odegaard. It's a little shimmy, the little shift from Odegaard that makes him special. Brilliant finish by Saka. And then obviously we took Georgie off because of the yellow card. We bring Partey on because that's the only reason why Thomas probably came on, because of Georgie's yellow card, and we can't afford another sending off or whatnot. And one thing I was going to make, the point I was going to make was with Thomas, like if I was to ever see him, I'd tell him that, you see that little space, that slot, it's open every time. And the reason being is because Saka takes a double team, a triple team.
They pull out.
Then Odegaard goes there. So it takes like 4 or 5 players out there on that right hand side. And if you're coming, Thomas, just backing up play, the cutback is there all the time. You saw it against Villa.
Yeah, the thing is that 50%, not even 50, 8% of the time it goes into the sky.
Yeah, that's what it is. So it's just like, but he's got it in his locker. We've seen him do it against Spurs a couple of seasons ago. So it was a beautiful finish. And then just the icing on the cake. Like I said, it was a 10 out of 10 day for me. You bring on the young boy and he gets his first goal in the league. It's a good goal as well, good set by Sterling. And he's just knocking on the door. He's not knocking, he's banging on the door basically now. Because every time he gets on the pitch, he does something. If he scores or he does something that makes you think,
time to up his minutes.
There's something in there. There's a player in there. He's not just a token 17-year-old that we brought up, because we got loads of 17, 16, 18, 19-year-olds in our youth team. So he's banging on the door. But I'm happy how Arteta is managing him. And like I said, I couldn't say more about the performance because I was just watching it, just smiling, saying, perfection. That's how you win a game 3-0. Ideally, you want to win by more, because I definitely think the league will go down to goal difference or a point or two. I don't think no one's going to run away with it. So if we have got our foot on people's necks and we can win 5, 6, 7,
do it.
Then go win 5, 6, 7. But definitely just rest up, and then we got a big game against Lisbon, and then it's West Ham away.
Yeah,
before we have you guys at the
fun times, man.
Look, there's not much to go into in regards to that game anyway. Lisbon away. I don't think you've won away from home, right? In the Champions League for a while now. I say for a while this season.
Yeah.
And I think towards the end of last season as well. Did you win?
But we didn't beat Bayern away.
So what is expectation going to the Lisbon game?
To win the game. Because where we are.
They're beating City. Yeah. But to be fair,
but that City game?
That game should never be 4-1.
It's not 4-1. Yeah.
City should have won that game.
But it can happen to us. The fact that their goals can happen to us, because we're going to try and dominate the ball, right? We can get broken on the counter. So it's just about preserving, knowing that if we lose the ball, what we're going to do to buffer the defense better. Yeah.
Cool.
But no, 100% go there, because where we are in the table, I think we're like 12th or 13th, so we're still outside the automatic place, top 8. So definitely go there, get a win. They'll want to bounce. I don't know who their manager is. I don't know if they've got a caretaker, new manager.
Yeah, they won 6-0 yesterday.
Whatever they've got in, but they'll want to. I'm saying stay on the gravy train. So I think I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a good game, and obviously, man, have to tap up my guy in it just in case it's not going to work. Gyökeres.
No, we've already signed him.
No, you ain't signed him. He's not going.
No.
He's not signing because he's not going to United.
No, because I got the contract. I got the contract at home.
You got 2 strikers that are better than him already, Højlund and Zirkzee. So there's no point in buying him as well. He's going to be third choice.
Let me just tell you, we've already so sexy. We've actually already sold
him. Do not disrespect a current in that.
I'm just telling you, we've already sold him.
No, all I'm saying is just, I would like Saliba and Gabriel to obviously wrap him up, obviously win the game nicely, and then after just talk to him. You know, like why did that supposed to Beckham when you not playing? So we say you come in the summer, or what? We say you want to stay here, or you want to go to that shit team in Manchester with your manager, or do you want to try and help us win stuff over here?
We'll pay him 600.
So good. Looking forward to the game. But he's not coming to United.
All right, cool.
He's not coming to United.
Side that you got, it's West Ham, right?
Yeah, we got West Ham.
Away from home, obviously. That
6-0.
West Ham has been poor this season, and that is probably an understatement.
No, I was literally going to say that is an understatement.
West Ham ain't been poor. West Ham beat United, no?
But they were poor even when they beat us.
But we're poor. We've been poor as well. So.
United are poorer.
No, we were poor, but we still dominated them. So that's a madness.
Yeah.
Like, I expect them to concede.
I like the way you put that.
10 goals this week.
Yeah.
I expect them to concede. Between the Newcastle game and the Arsenal game, I can expect them to concede 8 to 10 goals.
I know. You know why they're not? Because they would have done defensive drills all week with them.
Okay. We will see. I'm predicting 8 to 10 goals in these 2 games.
Quick thoughts on that game, Ham, quickly.
Simple. Play how we played against Forest, and we go there. We got to beat them 4-5-6. But take the game for granted. Think that it's West Ham away. Think that they're bottom 3 or wherever they are in the league. They don't have good players. We won't win the game. Yeah. So turn up there with the right attitude.
Anyway.
Yeah. So turn up there with the right attitude.
You saw an example of it today with Liverpool and.
Yeah. So for me, turn up there with the right attitude. Play our football, and we'll win the game. We'll win the game 4-5-6.
Okay. Cool. All right. Look, let's do a roundup of this weekend's game. First one.
Wait, before we do that though, quickly, I wanted to touch on this because I should have said this when we talk about Marcus. What do you guys think of the media's coverage, mostly Gary Neville and his mates, about Rashford and Casemiro going away during the international break? Because that was the biggest talking point.
Yeah, I think we spoke about it. I thought it was ridiculous. I don't understand why the guy had 5 days off. And then on top of that, get your facts right.
Yeah. He said they went to Portland.
He said, yeah. And then he said...
They went to the West Coast.
Yeah, he said he went to Portland. The time difference was like 8. It's not. It's like 4 or 5 hours.
4 hours because it was the East Coast. It was in New York. Yeah.
So it's totally different. You have 5 days off. On the top of the 5 days they had off, we're not playing immediately. We've got another 7 days before our game. What is the problem with that? And you know, the worst thing about it is they only dialed it down because then Casemiro came into question. Because at first it was just Rashford. At first it was just Rashford. We didn't even know that Casemiro was there.
Cassie was there, yeah.
But then only later on that it came out that he was there as well. What is the problem? Like, I had an argument with one of my friends about this. I just don't get it. You've given them 5 days off.
Yeah. You don't have a problem with Marcus going away and that, basically. That's what you're saying, yeah.
Of course not. Because even like they spoke to the manager. The manager said, look, if anything is on the club, we're the one that gave him 5 days off. If he was there, he would say, and to be fair to him, he wasn't saying that he wouldn't give them 5 days off. He said, normally they probably would have given 3 days off. But you understand that sometimes it takes a lot out of you mentally when you have 5 days off than 3 days off. But sometimes you deserve the 5 days because we don't want you to... No, sorry. It takes a lot out of you physically when you have 5 days instead of 3 days. But sometimes we want you to have the mental break.
Yeah, just a rest, yeah.
So sometimes I'll give them 5 days because it's not about the physical aspect sometimes. Sometimes it's about the mental aspect. So he's saying either that's not on them. They're grown men. Like, they got 5 days off. They want to travel. They want to travel. You can do anything you want with the 5 days. I didn't have any problem with it whatsoever, bro. It's 5 days. 5 days is a long time. Even on a weekend, we have weekends. Or we can go to France and come back on a week, 2 to 3 days. What's the problem with that? Yeah. And then you're now giving them 5 days. On top of that, they're not getting normal flights.
They'll just come straight
commercial flights. They probably got like private jets, sleeping on a bed on their way from America back to the UK. I didn't see nothing wrong with it whatsoever. But look, the position that United boys are in now is people are always going to talk, especially in this day and age. And I've seen some ex-players backing Gary and some saying they don't see a problem with it. And it's as simple as that. And then the manager said it himself, look, he doesn't have a problem with it. They're grown men. They have 5 days off. They can do whatever they want.
They shouldn't have flown, have they? They don't have a life.
Well, what? I don't even understand what the thing is. Because just because he went to the US, somebody else in his team can spend 5 days in his house smoking and drinking and not sleeping for 5 days. But just because he didn't fly over, it doesn't make a difference. You gave me 5 days. That's 5 days. I'll see you in 5 days. So I don't even know why it's a discussion.
Gary's thing was about more like first impressions. Like, you got a new manager in. Is that what a new manager? Is that what a player should be doing? Like, do you not want to? And you're not like playing well.
We just like to talk. People just like to talk. Everyone should mind their business. You gave him 5 days off.
Yeah,
and we'll see you in 5 days.
And the thing is, I think just giving a perfect example. You can have 5 days off in America, training every morning,
which I hope he wasn't, but yeah.
And then you have
someone in their house that didn't come out, that didn't get any vitamin.
Yeah. Because you know those 5 days, Luke Shaw was probably at McDonald's.
Bro. So that's the thing. So you can't just highlight because they travel. And what the think is first impressions? I'm here to kick ball. What am I doing? You want me to? So in fact, when you give me 5 days off, I should just sit in your house.
Yeah,
Right.
I should sit on your doorstep and be like,
as long as you're
what do you
not
want me to
breaching any rules that the club is set.
You're not getting arrested.
Club's giving you 5 days off, bro. You're a millionaire. You got 5 days off.
You're not even a millionaire. You're a grown man.
You already get. Think about it.
You think my employer's gonna tell me what I can do with my 5 days?
In a year, we talk about them playing so much matches. How much more time off is he now going to get off from now till to the new year?
I remember there's no winter break this year.
What is he going to do? Like, we got a game every other day. So the last 5 days you have now, what should you be doing?
He should be training and getting himself ready for Amorim.
That was the
argument, basically.
Even if he's ready physically, do you think he's ready mentally?
Yeah.
Like, if he hasn't had a break, some sort of rest, like mentally, he's gonna be overwhelmed.
The thing is, you gave me 5 days off.
It's the club, and to Amorim's point, because Amorim didn't, like Tom said, Amorim didn't. I personally think Amorim wouldn't have given them 5 days. From when I watched the interview,
he wouldn't have given them.
But his point was, don't hammer the players for that. The club gave them 5 days. What they decided to do with those 5 days, because Amorim might have done the thing where I'm giving you 3 days off, but you can't fly or something like that.
And that's you those have are to strict specifically say, because I'm not gonna lie,
but they just gave them 5 days.
I'll still fly.
Yeah. They just gave them 5 days.
Yeah.
So if the clubs give, and it's Mark, if the clubs giving Marcus 5 days off, Marcus is gonna Marcus. Marcus is going to Marcus.
Give me 3 days off.
Marcus is sitting courtside, dripped out. Probably spoke to a couple baddies out there, and came back home and said, "I'll see you in the summer when I'm off."
Yeah. From what Amarin's saying, it seems as if he normally only gives 3 days out, but then he's saying, "Look, I'm not against giving 5 days." Because you said, I understand sometimes a player needs the mental break rather than a physical break.
100%.
And that's what he's saying. So it just didn't make sense. And I don't understand. You know, when someone, like, because he brought it up in overlap.
Yeah, he
with Roy Keane and them, like Roy Keane.
I big up my uncle, bro.
Yeah,
our uncle, Ian Wright.
Roy Keane,
I would have went, bro.
Yeah, Roy Keane and Ian Wright. Roy Keane and Ian Wright didn't agree with him.
Scholesy said Scholesy was more on his side.
Yes, Scholesy was, but he just want. You know, when someone just want to keep justifying, and the same thing with Tokes. He asked me before. I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
Then he tried to send me a screenshot of a quote from Gary Neville. Like, bro, this is why I know you didn't.
That ain't changed my mind.
You haven't watched it. Yeah. One, the screenshot is not enough for me to change my mind. Second, I've watched the actual overlap for context.
Yeah.
That's one. Then he tried to say me another thing about, do you see what? Bro, it doesn't matter.
But what does it matter though? Whatever you send me doesn't matter.
I'm not going to change my mind. This is my personal view on things. Yeah. Just because Gary Neville this so. And on top of that, I find it hard to trust you because you're now you're trying to like praying back and propaganda, sending me screenshots of things, something that's not true. Because I watched the whole thing, so I know what these guys have said.
If you agree with Gary, you agree with Gary. That's absolutely fine.
That's fine, but
that's fine.
And that's my issue.
That's
when
fine.
people believe in something, believe in what you believe.
And believe in it
you don't have to
wholeheartedly.
impress it on me. Like,
believe in it wholeheartedly.
It's your business,
bro. Like, it's as simple.
I don't have to believe in what you believe.
I'm a firm believer that as a football player, and I don't care if Man United were 19th in the league. Your life, shouldn't revolve around Manchester United. If Man United give you 5 days off, you shouldn't say, but because we're 19th, let me go and run up some hills for 5 days. If I didn't want to do that, that's fucking fantastic for I did. But if I don't want to do that, I'm doing what I'm doing within the time that's allotted to me at Arsenal. I mean, at Man United. And if I want to go away for 5 days, then I want to go away for 5 days. And I get back and I'm in. And if they say be back at training like Monday at 9 a.m., I'm going. If I was late to training,
that's different.
We have an argument.
Thank you.
If I went away and I came back and I got to training at 9 a.m. and I was lively, I wasn't like sluggish and all of that stuff, and I still got there on time, then what's the problem? I haven't broken no rules. What's the problem?
We're 13, bro. So what?
It's not mad. Because his generation carried Man United on their head like it was their dad's company. That doesn't mean that these lot now in this day and age should carry it. It's his own.
Facts.
I don't.
It shouldn't be like that, man. It's as simple as that.
Facts.
He's saying he wouldn't have done it. If okay, that's good. That's good that you do.
And Rocky shot him down.
That's good that you do.
He was saying, well, back in it's like, but Rocky said, well, back in the days, we would have never been 14th. You know what I'm saying? It's as simple as that. So it's two different things.
No. I ain't got no issues with it. If an Arsenal player done, I'm not saying it because United player. If Arsenal player,
I'm gonna see nothing with it.
When Aubameyang was going away and that, I ain't got no issues. Aubameyang's coming back and banging 22, 23 league goals for me, bro.
As long as you don't break the rules, as long as you take you get back on time. You take the 5 days stipulated, whatever it was, and it's simple as that.
You gave me 5 days with no restrictions.
I did, Tom, you got 5 days off, but
you can't leave. You can't postcode.
You got to stay in the Essex postcode.
Stop it, man.
Yeah, no. Let's just do a quick roundup of this week's game. The first one we got is Leicester Chelsea.
Good goal.
Chelsea could have ran away with the game in the first half. So they allowed Leicester to get back into it because they dominated pretty much 35 to 40 minutes of the first half.
Nicholas Jackson goal, innit?
Yeah, nice goal. And he deserves credit as well because there's been a lot of he's received a lot of backlash last season. And he's actually getting the goals.
I think we settled that debate. He's better than Nunes. The two shit strikers that we thought were bullshit.
But I've always said,
he was just raw.
I don't think.
Okay, raw. So let's take the word shit out. The two strikers that are not they're not polished and not clean. He's better than my man, right? We can agree that he's better than Nunes.
Yeah.
I got Liverpool fans telling me that Nunes is goals a game for all that. You know when they try and get after 70 minutes. If you look at 70 to 90, he's got most pressing stats.
I think Nunes is technically better than him, but as an all-round player, I would always say Jackson.
I don't even know if he's technically better.
I think he's technically better.
I don't even know if he's technically better. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
No, I think he's got the technical ability. But if you ask me to choose a striker, I would always choose Jackson.
Good goal. Who got it? Oh, Enzo. That was big for him, though. He needed that, though. Because he's lost his place to Lavia.
But he had a good performance.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The performance was big for him.
On top of the goal, he had a very good performance.
Was big for him. He needed that.
So he needed it. It was as I said, Chelsea could have ran away with the game. And I like the fact that in the second half, he knew that in the first half they dominated the game, innit? So, and then the only thing that got Leicester in it, was I think it was like a silly mistake. Then all of a sudden they got the crowd on their side.
Yeah.
So what he tried to do in the second half, they slow the pace down. So Chelsea slowed the pace down so they can be popping it around. And then they got the second goal. So that was pretty much good. Good win for them. And then they got the manager to sack. First casualty, Steve Cooper. That's it, man.
Yeah.
We'll see who they bring in, because if you look at the Leicester team, they need a striker. I don't think Vardy's the same Vardy.
You can't be relying on
can't be relying.
How does he 37?
I think they got the team is okay. I think they got enough. They got a team to attempt to stay up. They can challenge the rest.
100%.
So I do understand sacking, because there's certain teams I feel like, if you sack the manager, but who else is going to get the better?
We'll see who they get, innit?
So I do feel like they actually have a decent team. Maybe another manager can get more from them. So we'll see, but it's a bit too early.
They haven't been horrific, so
I'm quite surprised. Exactly,
they haven't been horrific.
Yeah, I'm guessing they're quite determined to stay.
Yeah, 100%.
It's important to them.
It's important.
But once we beat West Ham, his boy will join him, and Lopetegui will join him at the job centre.
Cool. Villa Palace 2-2.
Yeah, shock result.
Shock. I was very surprised.
That.
Very shocked.
Villa's form hasn't been good though. Shaky, I don't think they've got a win in 6 or something, no?
Yeah, I know they lost 4.
Yeah, it's looking shaky still.
But
big up Palace though for getting that. Because their manager's been, he's another one that's been a bit under the...
I thought that was important to them. I thought they needed that draw.
Yeah, and they could have won it.
Yeah. You lose that game and going into next week. They've got, I think, Newcastle next week. Although you're at home, it'll be shaky. Like the confidence will be low. But now you got the draw away from home. Even if you can get at least a draw at Newcastle at home as well, that is something to build on.
I mean, a draw away to Villa is nothing to sneeze up. So that's
a good result. I did not even imagine them.
Yeah, good result. And good save from the Henderson on Tillerman's penalty. Great save. Yeah.
Then we have Bournemouth, Brighton 2-1.
Lovely goals. That Matoma goal.
The ball. The pass was,
Did I tell you a lot about the maths that I done? I didn't tell you a lot. So I was sitting at home with the missus, so I was doing maths, innit? That means I might like this one as well, So obviously, man's doing transfer market, innit? So I'm looking at, because obviously, I need to get rid of Jesus, So I need to get rid of Jesus. So I personally think João Pedro, the younger version of Jesus, innit? Like, I think the attributes is pretty much the same. Brazilian flair. They can make shit happen, innit? Yeah. And obviously, my man's 27. My striker's 27. I think João Pedro is 21, 22 or something, innit? So on the market now, they're saying that my man is valued at 55, innit? Like, João Pedro.
Mad.
My guy's valued at 35. I'm saying, I will give you Jesus, and I will throw in 30M on top, and you just give me João Pedro. So now you got Jesus, Welbeck, Ferguson, Jorginho Reuter, plus 30 million, and you just give me João Pedro.
A lot of Arsenal fans are not gonna be happy with you, because we got messages
about
last time about when we compared him to Cunha.
Yeah, but Cunha is better than Jesus now, though.
A lot of fans are debating that.
Well, there's nothing to debate, bro. Okay. Are we gonna get to the game? Yeah. Are we gonna get to the Wolves Fulham game? Yeah. Go to the Wolves Fulham game. Go to the Wolves Fulham game next. Go to the Wolves Fulham game next. Come on, what's the score? Who scored?
All right, next game, Fulham.
Put it on the TV, damn it. I need to see the goals, man. I need to see Cunha's goals, bro. And then come back and tell me that in this day and age, Gabriel Jesus is a better football player than Cunha. I'll be taking the fucking piss.
We got on the comments we have a few debates. A lot of people are backing up Jesus.
They think that he's just a better football player than Cunha.
They're allowed to. They're allowed to, innit? They're allowed to. It's their opinion.
But there's a seat next to Tom. If any of you lot want to come and take it, debate.
They're allowed to have their opinion.
No problem.
But then Cunha, the guy's been balling, bro. You know, it's not just his goals, but it's just the decision making, like everything. Like,
touches, bro.
Touches. Like, bro.
But that second goal that he scored yesterday, you know that second goal is someone that is just oozing. I don't need a touch.
Yeah. That's because
remember, he's spun around.
Yeah,
he's played the ball that way. The ball's come to him, and he didn't even look. He just, I already know he's getting top stand.
Yeah, that's confident.
And then the first goal it's not Dennis Bergkamp, but it's S. Dennis Bergkamp S with a touch, and then finish.
I was on the phone to
Come on, man.
I think you called me right as I was watching the highlights, innit? So Ade was on. I don't know, the touch. I was like, oh my! Yeah. I was on the phone. He was calling as I was watching. He hasn't seen it.
Yeah.
But I think I saw the touch. I was like, oh my goodness!
So when I got home, I'm watching Match of the Day, and then it happens, and I'm like, oh, like, you know when you actually make it as a grown man, I'm like, oh,
come on, bro.
I'm like,
I'm not saying, man. I'm not saying. I haven't seen Jesus do stuff like that. He's not capable of that. You saw him score that goal against Sevilla in the Champions League last season. It's a beautiful goal in the bridge of brilliance and whatnot. But Jesus has had like 4 or 5 knee injuries. After knee injuries, 27 now. You can't tell me that the 25-year-old Matthias Cunha not a better player or a better profile or better attributes right now in today's now. 100%. If you're telling me that when Jesus was 19, 20, 21, he was a better at that age, of course I'm going to pick Jesus. But Jesus, this is someone that had injuries after injuries. That's what's blighted his career. I'm not saying he doesn't have individual talent, ability. He's got the ability. But what's blighted his career is injury. Just like thousands of other football players that never reached their potential. It's injuries. Right now, I'm seeing my man bag goal after assist after assist. And he had a good season last season as well. Him and my guy, I don't want to say where he's from Asia. Wang.
Yeah.
Good seasons last season. And he's backing up this season. And Gary O'Neill's even saying there's more in there. I need to get out of him.
Yeah. He's a good footballer.
Come on, man. So let me think of the package. I'll come back next week. I think of the package I want to put together.
Credit to him because Wolves keep getting rid of these players, like their players, and he keeps getting them to perform. Like,
4-1 against Fulham is no joke, you know.
No joke.
Fulham have had a good start to the season, bro.
No joke.
4-1.
Despite the fact they finished with 10 men, but yeah.
Even if you
the goals
see,
were good though. The goals were good.
Beautiful.
What do you call it? Like the bookies. The bookies had Fulham clear favourite. I was thinking, what's going on?
When I saw the goals going 2-1, 3-1, I was like, what the hell's going on here, bro? But no, credit to Gary O'Neill, like I said. But next week I'm gonna come back with a package for Cunha. I haven't done a match yet. I think what can I give them that would entice them?
Okay, cool. And then the Man City game. I'm not gonna talk about Everton and Brent.
I didn't.
No. I just don't think it was a red card. That's all you're talking about. I don't think it was a red card. I thought Norgard on Pickford yellow.
Even the Brighton one, the second yellow, I thought that was harsh as well.
Yeah, but Labour. Yeah, you just got ref. Ref, you don't have to get involved with that, you know.
Yeah, I thought that was harsh. I didn't get it.
I was surprised when they came out. I was like, oh shit.
It's one of them ones like the youth ref game. One of them ones you just don't need to get involved with. Yeah. None of the other opposition players might come up to you and say, why are you not giving it? But that's about it. It wasn't like it has to be a second yellow.
It didn't need to be, man.
Yes, look. City.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I'll be honest, I know that I was speaking to Ade about this. I know Spurs have a good record against City.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I did not see.
No one saw a 4-0.
I didn't think it was going to beat them though. I'll be honest, I didn't think there was going to
I thought they could get a result. Just because of the bogey team.
No, my prediction was 3-1 to City.
I thought, I didn't.
Yeah, I knew they could get a result.
See it.
Especially because of last season when they went there about hardly any players.
And it could be a different game though if Haaland
scored.
First 10 minutes, they score.
That first chance.
First 10 minutes.
If he's took those chances, it could have been a different game.
But from when Spurs went 1-0, that was it. They just kept going like that. No, they beat them, Papa. And you know the thing is, it's just finishing. You know, City should be getting beat like this. Not regularly, but City could have lost 3-4 games in the league because teams are getting chances on them, more chances than ever. Yeah. They just can't finish when they play them. Look at Tommy's cousin, Adama Traore. Can't finish, man. Them man, they just can't finish. But look how many chances he's got. But this one now, Brennan Johnson, finish. Madison 2, finish. Who scored the other goal for them? Was it Kulu? Who scored the fourth goal for them?
Johnson.
No, Pedro Porro. Finish.
Porro,
if that was a Fulham right back or Wolves, he would have missed it.
Yeah. They wouldn't have even shot.
No, I hate Spurs, but that was a performance. Still, that was a beating.
And this is why
This
is why I respect and
that was
so
a beating.
much, bro. Sometimes it's just it sets that team up, and I don't know what confidence they get, like.
And they played.
They played.
Yeah.
And you know
they
what?
didn't root one nothing.
And you know
they
why he's so
played.
sick as well? In the second half, then he dropped Maddison a bit deeper.
Yeah.
I want you to come get the ball, so you sucked because
Yeah.
the rest, the
Him,
other two
Saab,
might not be able to do that.
But I think the goals allowed them to play.
goals allowed them to-
allowed them
yeah.
to do it as well.
Yeah, because the 1-0 gave them the platform to believe that okay, when
Yeah,
the game
but
we can
2-0
play.
now
And
we're
then
like
2-0.
okay.
And then Kulu just started taking the piss, bro.
I love
He's having
him.
a brilliant season.
Remember when I said when they first bought him, I said
having a brilliant
Zlatan highlighted him from time when he was at Juve. Zlatan highlighted him, said
He's a footballer.
that guy is
He's a
he's
proper
something.
footballer. It's not just like
he's
you know. There's
nice,
certain
bro.
players that say, "Oh, he's a good winger.
Yeah,
he's a good this.
footballer.
He's a
footballer because he can play in the middle and he can play on the flank.
When Zlatan highlighted him, I hadn't seen much about him.
Yeah, he's good.
But
Man.
when
He's
I was
good.
like, okay,
he's having a good season.
keep an
Still.
eye out.
He's
Yeah.
having a
Even
good
last
season.
You could see his ability, but yeah,
And Kyle Walker, bro, getting like this is a decline in it. It's a decline
he's
in it.
died now.
Yeah, but it's
He's
declining.
fresh legs. No, he's football. Yeah,
It's the decline though, isn't it?
you know, I was telling.
Because think
Tom-
about how many goals come down that side. England and Man City. How many goals come down each side now?
No, but I was even telling Tom. I think Man City are a footballing team. Carl's not a footballer like that.
Yeah, no, we've known
So,
that from time.
there was a
yeah.
p-
His attributes is makes him
he's an
perfect
athlete,
for that.
right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there was a particular passage of play where he had the ball. He's giving it to Rico Lewis, and then Rico Lewis is giving a ball back. But that ball back is literally saying one time you fizz it across.
Just
the
fizz
box.
it.
The pass,
What, Kyle's taking a touch?
he stopped it,
Oh, you
and you
stopped
see
it.
Rico literally saying,
And you know why Rico's saying that? Because
a little boy
Rico
telling you.
knows if I'm in that position when I play right back, I know the right thing to do is fizz it.
So, all right. Let's jump into the quiz. Get this over and done with. You guys try and get more than 4 this week, please. Yeah, I would appreciate that.
That's my lucky number though, you know that, right?
Every week 4.
Not every week.
But you know it's out of
in
10.
recent weeks it's been...
The last 4 weeks has been 4.
Yeah, recent weeks, bro.
Okay.
I've got 8 before. What's the point?
Once upon a time.
4's my lucky number though, you know that, right? Patrick Vieira.
Okay,
So
keep
4's
aiming
my
for
lucky
your
number.
lucky
I'm gonna
number.
get my lucky number this week.
All right, out of 10, yeah. So Arsenal's 3-0 win against Nottingham Forest was their 2000th win in the top flight, Premier League and everything.
Yeah.
They are only the second team to do it. Who was the first?
The first team to get 2,000 wins?
Yeah, in the top flight football, Premiership, Division 1, all of that stuff.
Let me just guess.
They are only the second team to do it. Who were the first?
Let me just guess that.
All right, name 2 players that started Tottenham's 4-0 win against Manchester City and have been on the books of both clubs.
They played for both clubs and they started.
What, 2 Spurs players?
2 players.
Oh, 2 players.
2 players that have been on the books of both clubs. All right, number 3. What is the Ajax stadium called?
I was there for a festival.
Were you sober?
Oh my God, I was there for a festival. I'm going to have to guess.
Number 4. What was the scoreline for Ruben Amorim's final game as sporting manager? What was the scoreline? It was against Braga.
Yeah. What's this? Who's in goal?
All right, number 5. What national team does Ryan H. Nuri represent?
Aye, that's my boy. Oh my God, that's my boy. I think I know. If I get this wrong, I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to be pissed if I guess my boys in my fantasy.
I know, that was a very... I enjoyed
Oh,
picking I enjoyed picking that question.
Is it obvious? It's not.
Nah, I think it's one that can trip you up.
Oh,
So I was
no,
very
it's
happy.
obvious. So tell Tommy it's obvious.
very happy.
Don't mind him, Joe.
Who's the
obvious.
youngest ever Premier
Some
League
Egypt.
scorer?
Youngest.
Yeah, youngest ever
That's
Premier
always
League
a-
scorer.
That's always a thingy, man.
So that's number 6.
Oh no, this one's going to piss me off.
Number 7. It took Haaland 50 games to reach 50 goals in the Bundesliga.
Jesus Christ.
How long did it take Harry Kane?
It's just going to be a guess. Did Harry do it faster?
Number 8.
I didn't quit. Not just ask.
Did it take Haaland again?
50 games to reach 50 goals.
So you're saying how long did it take?
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
a
yeah.
mad thing.
That's a madness.
Yeah.
No, but Kane. Did Kane do it quicker or did he take longer? And has Kane even played 50? Oh, yeah. Talking about.
Let me just guess, sorry.
Number 8. Which team did Patrick Vieira recently take control of?
Oh my God. I've seen it. I can see it in my head now.
So me too. I can see it on my
Oh,
phone.
I'm so dumb. I didn't see it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh no, it's not. It's gone.
What was number 5 again?
It's gone. It's gone.
Number
it's
5
gone.
was what national team does Ryan Aït-Nouri represent?
Oh, this Vieira one's gonna bug me. I saw it the other day on the news, bro.
Bella. Number 9. Which English club was the first to win the European Cup twice?
English club.
Yeah, which English club was the first to win it twice?
European Cup, yeah?
Yeah.
That was the old Champions League.
Yeah.
To win it twice.
Yeah.
They won it twice, though.
Dun, dun, dun.
I guess it won't be the obvious. The obvious would be thingy.
Dun, dun, dun.
Have they won it twice, though? Bro?
Like in all forms, European Cup,
Yeah, I
Champions
know, but that's
League,
what I'm
all
thinking.
of
That
them.
this team won it twice, though.
It's definitely not Arsenal though, but that's
Don't be silly if I wipe this whole studio, bro.
that's the one answer we know it's
Oh,
not.
the first one to win it twice.
To win it twice.
Out of 3 teams, bro.
All right, and to round up, number 10, which country is the football team Abia Warriors based in? Abia Warriors based in.
Oh no, this Vieira one's pissing me off, bro. Come on, man.
All right,
Wait 1 second.
It's not. It's
10 seconds, guys. We need to wrap this up. We can't be here till tomorrow.
Vieira one is gonna piss me off, man.
What country is the football team Abia Warriors based in?
Stop that Vieira one is pissing me off, bro.
Well,
And when you say I'm gonna be,
Oh,
so,
yes,
because
of
I've seen
course,
it in the
of
news
course.
that day, bro.
Of course.
And I'm trying
Fresh.
to. It won't come to mind. It won't come to mind. It just won't come to mind who it is.
Well,
Okay, I don't want to do young goal scorer.
it's done. It's done,
Okay,
guys.
come,
We
come,
can't be doing it for the whole day.
All right, cool.
All right. Number 1, Arsenal's 3-0 win against Nottingham Forest was their 2000th. Which team has also done it? Liverpool, correct. Name the 2 players that started.
Am I getting 1 point for this year if I get one?
Yes, 1. No, it's 1 point for both of them.
Shit.
Name the 2 players that started
the
Tottenham's
second
4-0 win against Man City that have been on the books of both clubs.
Pedro Porro.
It's Kyle Walker too.
And Kyle Walker.
Yeah.
I thought we Tottenham players.
No, but I
didn't
asked
say-
him. Remember?
Yeah,
Oh no, I thought we said Tottenham
No, no,
players,
but I
man.
asked him.
Come on, man.
See, the reason why I can't
You know I
defend you.
would've got that wrong,
No,
man.
the reason why I can't
He literally asked
defend
the
you.
question.
The reason why I can't
I was
defend
just thinking of Tottenham players, man.
The reason I can't defend you because I asked him. I said, "Do you mean just Spurs players?" And he said, "No." I specifically asked.
I would not have got that wrong at day, bro.
But did you not hear?
I
me
was
ask him?
surprised. I was very surprised, but
I was
it's
surprised
live.
you got that wrong,
What is the
bro.
Ajax Stadium called?
Johan Cruyff Arena.
Correct. What
That's
do you-
Man said it's the capital. The stadium is called London.
I was gonna put something else. I don't want to say.
It's because I was there. I've been there for a festival.
What was the scoreline for Amorim's final game?
2-4.
Yeah, 4-2, 2-4.
Yeah. It's fine. What national team does Ryan Aït-Nouri represent?
Algeria.
I didn't put anything.
Algeria.
Yes, I knew that. That's my boy.
Who is the youngest ever Premier League goal scorer?
James Vaughan.
James Vaughan.
Didn't get that right.
It took Haaland 50 games to reach 50 goals in Bundesliga. How long did it take Kane?
I guess this one I said 45.
62.
43.
Oh shit!
And because he just did it in his last game.
Mad, that's crazy.
Scored a hat-trick in
Yeah,
his
I
last
knew it was
game.
less than. Oh shit!
Yeah, scored his hat-trick in the
This
last game.
Vieira one's gonna bug me, man.
Which team did Patrick Vieira recently take control of?
Girona.
Which one?
Girona. What do you call it? The Spanish one now.
Genoa.
Oh, that's the
Italian
that's Italy.
one.
Yeah,
The
can't say
Italian
that one.
one.
That's Italy. Yeah. Sorry,
The
Tom.
Italian one.
Can't have that one. Said a whole different
That's
country.
why I asked her.
Said a whole
to
different
clarify.
country, mate.
Which English club was the first to win the European
It
Cup
was out
twice?
of 3 for me. I just went with Forest.
Forest. I went Forest.
It's Liverpool.
Oh, that was the obvious one.
Yeah.
That was the obvious one, though. I didn't want to.
So when I was putting it together, I thought it was Forest as well.
It was so obvious.
I thought it was Forest as well. So I was very happy.
I just went with the obvious one.
Yeah, I was expecting you guys to get it wrong because I thought the same thing. Which country is the football team Abia Warriors based in?
I just say Australia.
Nigeria.
Yeah.
Abia. It's a state.
Abia State.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I think I got 6.
Tidy.
6.
You want 4 this week?
I messed up.
Tom.
3, man. 3. I messed up
3.
the wrong team. I need. I messed up the wrong team and the Liverpool one as well.
I would have got 8.
If you had gotten them right.
No, I would have known that. I didn't understand the question. And then,
Good effort. All right, guys at home, let us know what you get. Try the quiz.
All right, cool. Thanks, people. Thanks for tuning in.
Last thing quickly.
Oh, sorry.
So, top 3, real quick. This one is different. I try to mix it up, not every day. Football. This one, we're starting off with Ade, and we're going to go. If you had a dinner, what 3 people would you invite to, dead or alive? I saw this, I love this question.
It's a question, man.
Yeah. Dead or alive, what 3 people would you invite to a dinner? You're going to have good food, good conversation, good wine. Who you inviting? Whose mind do you want to pick?
I'm going to... Bob Marley.
1. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Try and mix it up. JFK. Yeah.
You want to know what he's thinking when he got assassinated? You know what?
No, it was an interesting individual.
Okay.
It was a very interesting individual.
So you got Bob Marley, JFK. So you got a musician, you got a president.
Yeah, and... Ooh. I want a criminal.
John Gotti.
Yeah. Nah. I do want a criminal, but...
One of the mafia guys.
Or maybe one of these... Like Stalin or somebody.
That was like the Italian...
no, he's the Soviet
Union.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you got Stalin, Bob Marley, JFK. You got 2 presidents and a musician.
Yeah.
You're not
understand that.
You're not gonna get high, but have a good conversation. Go on, Tom. What's your favorite?
So Alex, it's my guy. I only really have sporting heroes anyway. I don't really have probably Michael Jordan. No, sorry, not Michael. Sorry, Kobe.
Yeah. So you got Sir Alex, Kobe Bryant, basketball, football.
Probably the last one. My guy probably got Wizkid.
Wizkid. Cool. Let us know what you put it in the comments, innit? What 3 people you guys would have. I always love that question when I watch podcasts and I see that. Because I always think, what 3 would I have as well?
It's interesting, man. Because if you had asked me a year ago, 2 years ago, my answer would have been very different.
Yeah, I don't really I only really have sporting heroes, I'll be honest. Even like musician, maybe like Wiz, probably him, but I only have sporting heroes. I don't have like...
What's really mine is podcasts. I listen to this podcast called Legacy. Okay. And it goes through the life of all these people. Yeah. So...
What about yours? What's yours then?
No, so when I was thinking about it, I would have Martin Luther. Gotta have Martin Luther King. It's one of the big reasons why we're probably all here today in this country and have rights as black people. Then who else did I think? I would have Muhammad Ali because I think he's my favorite. I think he's the greatest sporting hero
even just
in the ring and outside of the ring and the conversations. Well. I can just imagine me, Muhammad Ali, Martin Luther King having it. Obviously, I have to throw in a woman in there. Probably have who would I have in there though, other than my girl? No, let me not get in trouble. I'm not putting my girl. I'm not putting no woman in there. I'll probably have probably have Kobe Bryant. I watch basketball because of Kobe Bryant. 100%. I literally I can't say for football who it is that made me watch football, and that's my favorite sport, football. But I watch basketball because of Kobe Bryant. Yeah, so that would be sick. Yeah, so Kobe, Martin Luther, and Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, same. Yeah. As I say, with me, I only have sporting heroes. The only reason why I would have probably put my other sporting hero, I would have put probably picked instead of Wades would probably be Floyd, but Floyd talks too much. So
yeah, but that's good conversation though.
Yeah. So, but I love Floyd. But I'd rather just keep it. Like, and when it comes to football, so Alex is always my number one. Basketball, I only watch basketball because of Kobe. Of course. And then next one would have probably been boxing. But like,
the Wiz is a good one though. That's a legend now, like a living legend now. A living legend now.
One of my goats right now. So
listen to the album Mariah if you haven't heard it yet. So, listen to the album.
So definitely Wiz because I'm a big fan of Wiz anyway. So
let's wrap this up.
All right, cool. Thanks people. Thanks for tuning in. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Share this with friends and family. Don't forget to comment. We're gonna go through the comments next week, and I think that's it. We'll be back.
Peace.